Hello everybody. Today's file backup and recovery tip of the day is going to focus on what we call monitored items. Monitored items are a really unique feature of the StorageCraft file backup and recovery solution, and it essentially allows you to keep a pulse on a file or folder. For example, I can say that I want to make sure that I'm getting a new revision of my Outlook PST at least every, let's say, 7 days. Monitored items can be really, really powerful because they really solve a common hole in a lot of backup solutions, which is for some reason the data stopped changing on a computer. Let's say that an employee set up a script to run every night to create a backup of some database, and then the backup system is backing up the output of that script, and all of a sudden that employee quits or leaves, and that script stops running every day. Most backup solutions are going to think everything's fine. The most recent revision of that database that the backup system knows about is backed up. However, a year goes by and it's never changed. There's no new revisions getting popped up. So with monitored items, you can essentially keep a heartbeat or a pulse on a file and say, hey, that really important database, when things are running well, I should be getting a new version backed up every night. So to set up monitored items, you go here. So I'm on the computer detail page. So again, go to your particular backup, and we're just going to select a single item from your computer to mark for backup. Now you can either do this by going and running the backup analyzer on the computer detail page, or if I click here, add monitored item, if there aren't any, you can just go to your backup analyzer. Oops, I am not logged in right now. All right. So the backup analyzer again will run, and again, this is going to chew through your most recent audit file that got pushed up after your last backup scan. And from here, we can set a monitored item on any file that is currently marked to be backed up. So once this loads here, and my internet is a little slow right now, once this loads, I'm going to click on Files Marked for Backup. I am going to scroll down, and what I'd like you to do is just pick a file that you know is important and set it up to be monitored. Now, one way you can find important files, and this is really handy, is you can just click on this last modified date here, and this will sort across your entire file system. Very, very cool. Most of the time, if you go into Explorer, you can only see and sort by modified date for things in that folder, but this is the entire file system, and I can see, no surprise, one of the files that is last modified is my Outlook PST. So what you're going to do is, once you find the file you want to set a monitor on, just click this little eyeball, and all you have to do is answer the question, how often do I expect this data to change? So I'm just going to leave it at 7, but you know what, if it's that database file that I want to back up and make sure I'm getting a new revision every day, you could change this. So I'm just going to leave it at 7 and click Save. And by doing that, if for some reason we don't get a new version to be backed up of that Outlook PST file in 7 days, I'm going to get an email alert. Again, we already set up email alerts, I think, in our video yesterday, that says, hey, there's an issue with this monitored item. The other side benefit to a monitored item is if I go back to the account overview for this particular account, it makes these end user reports look really good. So now when I run my end user report, what you're going to see is that that monitored item is called out. So it's a great way for partners to kind of customize these end user reports. So this was a quick overview of monitored items. Hopefully you go ahead and get a monitored item or 2 or 3 set up for your computer. It's a great feature, really, really unique part of the StorageCraft file backup and recovery solution. Thanks.